Imagine, for a moment, traveling thousands of years into the distant past. Imagine standing beneath a sky so clear, so dark, and so filled with stars that you can hardly believe your eyes. There are no city lights, no hum of machines, no distractions, only the silent whisper of the wind, the rustling of leaves, and the gentle heartbeat of the earth beneath your feet. Tonight, it's just you and me, beneath an endless expanse of darkness and shimmering light. Take a deep breath and look upward. This is the ancient night sky, the very same sky our distant ancestors gazed upon countless generations ago. Before clocks ticked or calendars existed, before the invention of telescopes or satellites, there was only the universe above, stretching out like an infinite ocean filled with glittering islands of light. Every star, every distant pinpoint of brightness was a mystery waiting to be understood, a story waiting to be told. Close your eyes for a moment and listen carefully, for the stars have always whispered their secrets softly to those willing to hear them. When our ancestors lifted their gaze to this celestial ocean, they saw more than simple points of distant fire. They saw a living tapestry woven from threads of mystery and meaning, wonder and awe, fear and hope. For them, the sky was not just beautiful, it was divine, speaking in a cosmic language they longed to understand. Tonight, we'll begin an extraordinary journey together. A journey through time, across civilizations, and into the depths of human imagination. We'll explore how people from different cultures, spanning thousands of years, saw meaning in the stars, how they shaped myths and legends, philosophies and rituals, calendars and civilizations from the patterns they observed above. We'll travel together from ancient Mesopotamia, along the fertile banks of the Tigris and Euphrates, where early stargazers first documented the heavens on clay tablets, believing each delicate line was a divine message. We'll journey onward to the magnificent temples of ancient Egypt, where priests watched the stars with reverence, believing their movements governed life, death, and rebirth. And from there, we'll sail westward into ancient Greece, where the skies became an endless canvas for myths about heroes, gods, and humanity's eternal quest for wisdom. Together, we'll uncover how these early cultures, separated by geography and language, found unity beneath the stars, how they shared an intuitive sense that the heavens held the key, not only to understanding the universe, but to unlocking the mysteries of life itself. But our journey won't end there. From ancient times, we'll travel onward into the present, into the era of modern science and technology, discovering how astronomy has unveiled the incredible mechanics behind these shining points of light. We'll learn how stars are born, how they burn, how they explode, and how, even after their dramatic deaths, they scatter the seeds of creation across the cosmos, seeds that eventually form new worlds, new stars, and perhaps even new life. You'll see how the ancient practice of astrology, despite the rise of science, continues to offer millions of people today a poetic way to reflect upon their inner lives, providing a personal connection to the timeless cosmic dance above us. And we'll discover how modern astronomy, powered by space telescopes and satellites, is creating a global language of shared understanding, uniting cultures across the globe under one magnificent celestial tapestry. Throughout our journey, we'll be guided by stories both ancient and modern, by discoveries both mystical and scientific. We'll pause often, not just to learn, but to feel, to reconnect with the sense of wonder and curiosity that inspired our ancestors thousands of years ago, and which continues to inspire us today. So, my friend, open your eyes once more, gaze upward, and let your imagination soar. Tonight is a night of exploration, wonder, and adventure. A night when we reconnect with the universe around us, and perhaps, just maybe, come to better understand ourselves. Welcome to the grand journey of the stars, a cosmic adventure into wisdom, myth, and discovery. Relax, get comfortable, and let's begin our voyage beneath the eternal star-filled skies that have watched silently over humanity since the dawn of time. Now, imagine yourself standing along the banks of the mighty Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This region, known as Mesopotamia, literally meaning the land between two rivers, is often called the cradle of civilization. Here, beneath these same timeless stars, humanity's earliest civilizations emerged, leaving behind mysteries that we still strive to fully understand today. Close your eyes once again and picture yourself among these early people. Farmers, priests, artists, scribes, all gazing upwards with equal curiosity and reverence. For them, the stars were not distant balls of burning gas or remote scientific phenomena. Rather, they were living entities, divine messengers whose movements held significance for every aspect of human life. In this ancient land, around 5,000 years ago, the very first astronomers lifted their eyes toward the heavens, carefully observing the sky each night, meticulously recording what they saw onto soft clay tablets. Imagine the gentle scratching of a reed stylus as they inscribed their observations into the fresh clay. Each line and marking represented the positions of stars and planets, lunar phases, eclipses, and even the paths of wandering celestial bodies, which we now call planets, though to these ancient people they were mysterious wanderers, seemingly moving with their own divine will. As these clay tablets dried and hardened under the scorching Mesopotamian sun, they transformed into some of humanity's earliest scientific records, preserved testimonies to our ancestors' persistent quest to decode the celestial language. Through careful observation, these ancient stargazers noticed patterns emerging in the night sky. Constellations became visible to them, like familiar companions who returned predictably year after year. Orion, Taurus, and the Pleiades began to take shape in their imaginations, first as simple outlines, then as living characters and stories that connected them directly to their gods. Imagine sitting by a fire beneath this ancient Mesopotamian sky, listening to a wise elder telling stories inspired by the heavens, how the gods placed these brilliant lights above to guide humanity, to remind them of their origins, and to illuminate their futures. For these people, every night was filled with the comforting presence of divine guidance. But the stars were more than just storytellers. They became practical guides for everyday life. By closely watching the movements of celestial bodies, Mesopotamian astronomers soon learned to predict seasons, floods, droughts, and harvest times with impressive accuracy. Agriculture depended heavily upon these observations. Farmers looked to the sky to know exactly when to plant their seeds and when to harvest their crops, trusting completely in the cosmic signals provided by their celestial calendar. Beyond agriculture, kings and rulers relied on celestial events to make decisions. The heavens were considered the supreme authority. If the stars foretold a prosperous season, rulers felt confident launching campaigns or celebrating festivals. Conversely, signs of celestial unrest, such as comets or unexpected eclipses, were often seen as divine warnings. Thus, astrologers gained influence, interpreting the sky's hidden messages and shaping political decisions and destinies. Now, visualize yourself inside one of the earliest Mesopotamian observatories, simple stone structures with open roofs, specifically designed for stargazing. Here, astronomer priests dedicated their lives to decoding celestial mysteries. Night after night, year after year, they documented their observations on countless tablets, building humanity's earliest scientific archive. These humble clay tablets would survive the ravages of thousands of years, eventually rediscovered by modern archaeologists and translated by scholars, unlocking insights into the minds of those ancient observers. In Mesopotamia, astronomy and astrology walked hand in hand, inseparable companions guiding daily existence.
While today these disciplines have branched off in separate directions, in ancient times they formed one harmonious study of the heavens, combining practical knowledge with spiritual insight. Celestial events were not merely natural phenomena, they were direct conversations with the divine, encoded in the movements of stars, planets, and the moon. Perhaps the most captivating aspect of Mesopotamian astronomy is how human curiosity drove them to continuously ask deeper questions. Why do the stars move as they do? What force guides them through their eternal paths across the sky? And most profoundly, how are we, human beings, connected to this vast and mysterious universe? It was this curiosity, this restless desire to know and understand, that led Mesopotamia to become the birthplace of astronomy. The diligent work of these ancient observers laid the foundation for everything we understand today about celestial mechanics, timekeeping, and navigation. We owe them a debt of gratitude for opening the path toward humanity's ongoing relationship with the stars. So, as we sit here beneath these same eternal stars, separated by thousands of years, but connected by the same curiosity and wonder, remember these ancient Mesopotamians, not as distant figures from a forgotten past, but as fellow travelers along our shared cosmic journey. Tonight, their stories and their discoveries live again through us as we continue to gaze upwards, wondering and dreaming, just as they did so many millennia ago. Leaving the fertile plains of Mesopotamia behind, let's now journey southward, along the sun-kissed coastlines and across deserts shimmering under the heat of the midday sun. Soon, we find ourselves in a land shaped by one great river, the Nile. Here, along its lush green banks, another extraordinary civilization flourished beneath these same timeless stars. Welcome to ancient Egypt, a land of great mystery, wisdom, and breathtaking achievements. Imagine standing beside the majestic Nile River on a warm Egyptian evening. A gentle breeze carries the fragrance of lotus flowers and papyrus plants. The sky above is clear and filled with countless stars, each of them reflecting softly in the slow-moving waters of the Nile, creating a shimmering mirror of the heavens. To the ancient Egyptians, these stars were not distant points of light. They were living beings, powerful and divine, eternal flames guiding the souls of mortals. Egyptians believed deeply that life continued after death, that the human soul journeyed into another realm, following a path illuminated by celestial torches. The stars were therefore not merely lights. They were beacons of the eternal, providing hope, assurance, and spiritual guidance. Picture yourself standing before the awe-inspiring temples of Karnak or Luxor, their massive stone columns reaching skyward as if trying to touch the heavens themselves. High above, etched carefully onto their ceilings and walls, are stunning depictions of the night sky, stars, planets, constellations, each painted with painstaking care by priests who spent entire lifetimes studying the cosmos. These sacred images reveal how deeply Egyptian spirituality and daily life were intertwined with celestial movements. Perhaps no star was more important to ancient Egyptians than Sirius, known to them as Sopdet, the brightest star in their sky. Imagine standing along the banks of the Nile just before sunrise, gazing eastward in anticipation. Suddenly, Sirius appears on the horizon for the first time after months of absence, a celestial event known as its heliacal rising. This magical moment was far more than a simple astronomical phenomenon. It was a divine announcement of renewal. Shortly after Sirius appeared, the Nile began to flood, spreading life-giving waters across fields, nourishing crops, and ensuring survival and prosperity for another year. For Egyptians, the star Sirius was both a heavenly messenger and a divine promise of abundance and rebirth.
Egyptians observed this cosmic timing meticulously, crafting their entire calendar around the stars. Their priests and astronomers worked tirelessly to ensure accuracy, carefully observing the positions of the sun, moon, and stars. Through their efforts, they developed an impressively precise calendar, one of the earliest in human history. Seasons were marked with celestial precision, agricultural cycles aligned harmoniously with the stars, and festivals timed according to heavenly guidance. Everything in Egypt, from planting crops to celebrating religious rituals, depended upon the flawless dance of stars in the sky above. Now, picture yourself entering one of Egypt's majestic royal tombs, perhaps that of a great pharaoh in the Valley of the Kings. As you descend deep into the cool darkness, your torchlight dances upon the richly painted walls and ceilings, revealing magnificent star maps and celestial symbols. These elaborate depictions were more than mere decoration. They were powerful spiritual guides, designed to assist the soul on its journey after death. Egyptians believed that by depicting constellations and celestial pathways within their tombs, they were ensuring that their souls could follow the stars to eternal life in the heavens. One especially captivating example of this celestial spirituality is found within the tomb of Pharaoh Seti I. Imagine yourself gazing up at its beautifully painted ceiling, filled with images of constellations and stars intricately woven into scenes of divine beings, guiding the pharaoh toward immortality. Here, the night sky and the afterlife are forever united, a perfect harmony of earthly existence and celestial eternity. But Egyptians didn't only see stars as spiritual symbols, they also used them as practical tools. The Great Pyramid of Giza itself is aligned precisely with certain stars, especially those in Orion's belt. Picture yourself standing before the immense pyramid at night, looking up and seeing these very stars perfectly aligned above its apex. It's almost as if the Egyptians reached upward toward the cosmos itself, using stone and ingenuity to forge a direct connection between Earth and the heavens. The placement and orientation of these monuments continue to amaze modern scholars, reminding us of the Egyptians' profound understanding of astronomy. Perhaps the most beautiful aspect of Egypt's relationship with the stars was how naturally spirituality, astronomy, and daily life were intertwined. Celestial observation was not just a scientific endeavor, it was sacred, a constant reminder that humans were never separate from the cosmos, but an essential part of its eternal rhythm. Imagine a young Egyptian child gazing up at the same stars as their ancestors, learning from elders about the meanings behind every constellation and celestial event. For them, each night sky was a lesson in life, death, renewal, and eternity. Tonight, beneath these timeless stars, we reconnect with that ancient wisdom. As we continue our journey through time and space, remember that these Egyptians, separated from us by thousands of years, once stood exactly as we do now, filled with awe, curiosity, and reverence toward the universe. Our next stop on this grand cosmic journey will carry us westward, across the Mediterranean, into the fascinating world of ancient Greece. There, beneath skies alive with myths and philosophical wonder, we'll discover how the Greeks transformed the night sky into a theater of imagination, wisdom, and beauty that still influences us today. Let's pause a moment to soak in this Egyptian night, to feel the gentle breeze, and to gaze upward once more, knowing that every star above us tonight once guided the dreams, hopes, and lives of an entire civilization, stars that still connect us all across the vastness of time. Leaving behind the lush, sacred banks of the Nile, let's now set sail westward, across the gentle waves of the Mediterranean Sea. As we journey beneath endless skies, let your imagination carry you toward a land whose name conjures images of marble temples, philosophical dialogues, and heroic legends. Ancient Greece,
Welcome to a place where the stars became alive with stories, where every twinkling point of light inspired vivid tales of adventure, heroism, wisdom, and humanity's eternal search for meaning. Imagine yourself now standing upon a peaceful hillside on the outskirts of Athens. Evening has settled, and the warmth of the Mediterranean breeze gently brushes your skin. Olive groves whisper softly in the darkness. Above you, the sky opens like a boundless amphitheater of twinkling lights, each star shining brilliantly, inviting you into a realm of myth and imagination. For the ancient Greeks, the heavens were not merely an object of scientific curiosity. They were a living stage on which the epic dramas of gods, goddesses, heroes, and mortals played out nightly. Constellations were characters in celestial dramas, eternal symbols of love and loss, courage and tragedy, triumph and defeat. Lift your eyes upward and see Orion, the eternal hunter, stretching brightly across the sky. To the Greeks, Orion was no ordinary constellation. He was a legendary hunter known for his immense courage, great strength, and unyielding pursuit of truth. The brilliant trio of stars forming his belt were said to represent the hunter's strong figure, forever chasing the beautiful Pleiades, the famous seven sisters, across the heavens. And there, to the right of Orion, those delicate, shimmering stars, the Pleiades themselves. According to Greek myth, these seven sisters were pursued relentlessly by Orion, leading Zeus, the king of the gods, to place them safely in the sky, forever out of his reach. Night after night, the drama continues. Orion's endless pursuit and the eternal flight of the seven sisters, dancing gracefully across the celestial tapestry. Picture yourself seated comfortably around a crackling fire on a starry Greek night, surrounded by families gathered together to listen to an elder storyteller. As flames flicker and shadows dance, the storyteller points upward, recounting tales of heroes like Hercules, whose great adventures and legendary feats earned him a place among the stars, or Perseus, the daring warrior who defeated the monstrous Medusa and rescued the beautiful princess Andromeda, both now immortalized as constellations. Night after night, generation after generation, these stories passed from elder to child, connecting human life on Earth with the magnificent drama playing out in the heavens above. Yet for the Greeks, stars and constellations were more than mythological characters. They were also profound symbols of philosophical truth. Step now into the bustling city of Athens. Walk along cobblestone streets filled with philosophers deep in thought, teachers instructing their students, and curious citizens debating life's deepest questions. Here, beneath these same stars, philosophers like Plato and Aristotle gazed upward in contemplation. Plato envisioned the heavens as a realm of perfect forms, where every star was an eternal symbol of ideal beauty, truth, and harmony. To him, the celestial sphere was not just a beautiful sight, but a source of wisdom, guiding humanity toward higher understanding. Plato believed that by contemplating the heavens, humans could glimpse a reality far greater than the physical world around them, one of absolute perfection, order, and timeless truth. Aristotle, his student, took a slightly different approach. He observed the skies carefully, marveling at their seemingly perfect, unchanging beauty. Unlike the transient, ever-changing earth, Aristotle saw the heavens as a reflection of eternal order. His meticulous studies laid the foundations of scientific observation, and his fascination with celestial movements inspired humanity's relentless quest to understand the laws governing the universe. Together, these philosophers transformed stargazing from storytelling into an intellectual pursuit, one seeking answers about life, morality, purpose, and existence itself. The Greeks also believed that understanding the heavens could guide practical decisions.
influencing not only individual fates but the destiny of entire cities and civilizations. Celestial events such as eclipses, comets, or unusual planetary alignments were often seen as divine signs. Astrologers in ancient Greece interpreted these signs, advising kings, generals, and everyday citizens on important decisions. Even the Olympic Games, one of the greatest Greek traditions, were timed according to celestial cycles. The heavens thus connected people's daily lives intimately with the movements of stars and planets. Picture now the breathtaking island of Rhodes or the serene coast of Crete, where sailors relied upon stars to navigate safely across the vast Mediterranean Sea. Greek navigators studied the sky intensely, memorizing the patterns of stars, planets, and constellations. Every night, beneath a canopy of stars, they plotted their courses, guiding ships safely homeward and uniting distant islands and civilizations through celestial navigation. The stars were their compass, their map, and their constant companion, ensuring that no matter how far they traveled, they could always find their way back home. The beauty of Greek astronomy lies in how seamlessly myth, philosophy, practical navigation, and spirituality were intertwined. For the Greeks, looking upward was an act filled with imagination, curiosity, reverence, and intellectual wonder. The stars spoke simultaneously to the heart and the mind, encouraging dreams while inviting rigorous philosophical inquiry. Tonight, as we gaze upward toward the same stars that once inspired Greek myths and philosophies, remember that we share this same fascination with our ancestors. Their stories still echo through time. Their questions still resonate deeply within us. What is our place in the universe? How can we find wisdom in the cosmos? And how might we, like them, understand ourselves better by contemplating the heavens? As our Greek journey draws gently to a close, we prepare to continue onward. Ahead of us lies another path, this time toward the realm of modern science and discovery. Our next destination will take us into the era of astronomy's greatest revelations, where stars will become more than myth or symbol. They will become magnificent cosmic laboratories, revealing secrets about life, energy, creation, and our shared destiny within the infinite cosmos. So, my friend, rest a moment beneath these myth-rich Greek skies. Reflect upon the tales and truths that still inspire us today, and prepare your heart and mind to step forward into the brilliant age of discovery that awaits us next. As we bid farewell to the poetic shores and philosophical hills of ancient Greece, let's now move forward in time, stepping into an age of exploration, science, and revolutionary discovery. Our cosmic journey continues as humanity's understanding of the stars deepens, forever changing the way we see our universe and ourselves. Picture yourself now beneath a sky filled with possibilities. On a crisp, clear night centuries after Plato and Aristotle gazed upward, you find yourself alongside great astronomers, scientists, and explorers who dedicated their lives to unraveling the mysteries above. First, let's journey back to a warm, star-filled night in Renaissance Italy. Standing beside you is a curious, determined figure named Galileo Galilei, who looks intently toward the heavens with an instrument newly invented, the telescope. Imagine the excitement as Galileo first points this device toward Jupiter, noticing tiny points of light orbiting the great planet. Moons, he realizes, must orbit another world, forever shattering the ancient idea that Earth alone stood at the center of the cosmos. Through Galileo's telescope, the universe suddenly became more immense, more wondrous, more mysterious. Imagine his awe as he saw clearly the craters and mountains of the moon, the phases of Venus, the rings of Saturn, and countless stars invisible to the naked eye. Galileo's discoveries marked a profound turning point, ushering in an age of scientific enlightenment and changing humanity's relationship with the heavens forever. Fast forward now into the 17th and 18th centuries. Picture yourself walking quietly alongside Johannes Kepler, a man driven by both mathematics and mysticism who carefully studied planetary motions. Kepler unlocked a celestial puzzle that had baffled observers for millennia. He discovered that planets orbited not in perfect circles, but in elegant ellipses. His careful calculations revealed laws that govern planetary motion, giving humanity powerful new insights into the cosmos and showing us that the stars and planets are governed by consistent, discoverable rules, and elegant cosmic harmony. And now, standing alongside Isaac Newton in the peaceful English countryside, imagine a bright moon illuminating the night sky. Inspired by the same moon and the same stars we gaze upon tonight, Newton formulated his groundbreaking law of universal gravitation. He realized that the same force pulling an apple gently to Earth also held the moon in its orbit, and indeed all celestial bodies in their eternal dance across the cosmos. Newton's revelations helped us understand that the universe is interconnected, that everything, from the smallest pebble to the largest star, is bound together by invisible cosmic threads of gravity. Move forward once more and join William and Caroline Herschel on quiet nights beneath English skies in the late 18th century. These dedicated astronomers, brother and sister, constructed powerful telescopes, discovering Uranus, distant galaxies, star clusters, and nebulae invisible to earlier observers. Imagine their excitement at glimpsing entirely new celestial worlds, their hearts racing at the realization that the universe was far vaster and more wondrous than humanity ever dreamed possible. Now, leap forward into the 20th century, standing beside Edwin Hubble atop Mount Wilson in California, gazing deeply into a sky filled with distant galaxies. Through his powerful telescope, Hubble discovered something astonishing. The universe itself was expanding. Galaxies were not static, but rushing apart, revealing for the first time that the cosmos itself had a dynamic, evolving history. This incredible discovery led to the revolutionary Big Bang theory, forever changing how humanity saw the universe, not as a static backdrop, but as a vibrant, ever-changing story of creation. Imagine yourself now stepping into the modern era, a time of powerful telescopes and groundbreaking technology. High in Earth's orbit, the Hubble Space Telescope floats silently, gazing deeply into space with unmatched clarity. With Hubble's eyes, humanity witnessed breathtaking visions never before imagined. Colorful nebulae where stars are born, swirling galaxies colliding in cosmic dances, dying stars exploding dramatically in spectacular supernovae. Each new image taken by Hubble reminds us of the beauty and power that fills our cosmos, and each new discovery continues to expand the boundaries of our imagination. And today, powerful telescopes and satellites continue to unveil astonishing secrets. Scientists have discovered countless planets orbiting distant stars, some Earth-like, potentially capable of harboring life. They peer deeply into black holes, cosmic phenomena once considered impossible, revealing how these mysterious entities profoundly shape their surrounding galaxies. The stars, planets, and galaxies we once considered distant mysteries are now part of an immense cosmic puzzle slowly coming into focus. Imagine yourself standing in an observatory today, watching as astronomers and astrophysicists analyze data, streaming from distant galaxies and newly discovered planets. These scientists, driven by the same insatiable curiosity that inspired our ancestors thousands of years ago, continue to ask profound questions. How do stars form? How do galaxies evolve? Are we alone in the universe? Each new answer not only deepens our understanding of the cosmos, but reconnects us to the timeless sense of wonder that first drew human eyes upward thousands of years ago. Yet even amidst these amazing scientific discoveries, the stars remain intimately connected to our humanity. We continue to name newly discovered stars and celestial objects after ancient myths, cultures, and histories. Astronomy continues to bridge gaps between science and imagination, between ancient legends and modern discoveries, connecting us all under one shared cosmic heritage. Tonight, beneath the same timeless stars that inspired Galileo and Newton, Hubble, and countless other great minds, we remember that we are part of an extraordinary, ongoing human adventure, one filled with endless curiosity, boundless imagination, and ceaseless wonder. Our journey began with ancient civilizations gazing upward in awe, continued through centuries of scientific discovery, and now carries us toward an exciting future filled with infinite possibilities. So pause here beneath the brilliant modern sky. Let the universe speak softly to your heart and prepare to take the next step in our journey. A deeper exploration into how modern humanity continues to seek meaning in the cosmos through astrology, symbolism, and the search for life beyond our planet. Together, let's keep gazing upward, remembering that as long as we continue to wonder, dream, and explore, our cosmic adventure will never truly end. We continue our journey beneath the ever-watchful eyes of the stars. Let's pause for a moment beneath this brilliant cosmic tapestry to explore another powerful, fascinating aspect of humanity's relationship with the heavens: astrology. From the earliest days, humans have looked upward not only for scientific understanding, but also for personal guidance, spiritual wisdom, and emotional comfort. Astrology, the ancient practice of interpreting celestial movements as reflections of human experiences, remains vibrant even today, connecting millions of people across cultures, languages, and generations. Imagine yourself standing in a quiet, peaceful garden, late at night beneath a sky illuminated by stars. A gentle breeze whispers through leaves, and around you are friends, family, or perhaps others who, like you, feel a deep sense of curiosity and wonder toward the universe. Someone softly begins to speak, explaining how the position of the stars, planets, and constellations at the moment of our birth can reveal insights into our personalities, our potentials, and even our destinies. Astrology, though considered a mystical art today, has ancient roots extending back thousands of years. Recall our earlier travels to Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece, cultures that looked to the stars for spiritual guidance, believing the heavens were filled with symbolic meaning. In these ancient civilizations, astronomy and astrology were inseparable twins, both considered vital pathways to understanding the world and humanity's place within it. Astrologers carefully charted the skies, noticing that people born at certain times of year shared common traits or experiences. They divided the night sky into 12 distinct regions, forming the zodiac, and assigned symbolic meanings to each. Aries, the bold and courageous ram; Taurus, the determined bull; Gemini, the playful twins; Cancer, the nurturing crab; Leo, the proud lion; Virgo, the meticulous maiden; Libra, the balanced scales; Scorpio, the mysterious scorpion; Sagittarius, the adventurous archer; Capricorn, the disciplined goat; Aquarius, the innovative water-bearer; and Pisces, the intuitive fish. Each zodiac sign carried its own character, myths, strengths, and challenges. Imagine yourself now under the stars, listening as an astrologer gently explains the symbolism behind these zodiac signs. They speak not in strict predictions, but in poetic reflections. Aries, they say, brings courage and passion to new beginnings. Taurus symbolizes strength, determination, and deep connection to the earth. Gemini represents curiosity, versatility, and the joy of communication. Cancer embodies emotional depth, intuition, and compassion. Leo inspires us to embrace creativity, confidence, and generosity of spirit. Virgo teaches the value of careful thought, service, and meticulous attention to detail. Libra reminds us of the beauty in harmony, balance, and fairness. Scorpio encourages us to explore life's mysteries, transformations, and our inner emotional world. Sagittarius invites adventure, exploration, optimism, and a philosophical outlook. Capricorn calls for responsibility, ambition, and steady progress. Aquarius inspires innovation, individuality, and a forward-thinking vision for humanity. Pisces brings compassion, imagination, spirituality, and connection to the unseen realms of feeling and dreams. Astrology, when understood this way, becomes more than mere predictions about the future. It becomes a gentle mirror reflecting aspects of ourselves, encouraging self-understanding, personal growth, and emotional awareness. Many people find comfort in astrology's ability to connect their own personal stories to the broader cosmic story, reminding them that each human life is unique, yet intimately intertwined with the rhythm and beauty of the universe. Across cultures, astrology has been a powerful tool for storytelling and symbolism. From China's complex system of lunar years and animal signs to India's ancient Vedic astrology, humans have used celestial symbolism to explore questions of meaning, fate, destiny, and identity. Imagine yourself now traveling across the globe, listening to diverse stories inspired by the stars, each culture adding their own unique interpretations and insights, yet all united by the same celestial inspiration above. Of course, modern science does not consider astrology a predictive science, yet millions continue to embrace it as a poetic, symbolic language, one that connects our inner worlds of feeling, thought, and intuition to the external universe above. Even today, many turn to astrology not for fixed answers, but for creative ways to reflect on their lives, relationships, and purpose. Beyond astrology, humanity continues to seek deeper meanings within the cosmos. Symbolism abounds in art, literature, music, and poetry inspired by the stars. Visualize yourself walking through an art gallery, filled with paintings like Vincent van Gogh's mesmerizing Starry Night, where stars swirl passionately, expressing the artist's inner emotional landscape. Or perhaps you're reading poetry beneath a quiet sky, words of Shakespeare or Rumi flowing gently, describing the stars as symbols of love, longing, destiny, and transcendence. The night sky has always served as an endless source of creative inspiration, inviting humans to express their deepest emotions, dreams, and visions through symbolic beauty. And today, modern humanity continues to dream even bigger, searching among the stars not just for personal symbolism, but for signs of life itself. With powerful telescopes and ambitious space missions, scientists carefully examine distant stars, planets, and galaxies, seeking answers to one of our most profound questions. Are we alone in the universe? Imagine astronomers gently scanning distant worlds, carefully analyzing starlight to detect signs of possible life. With every discovery, humanity's imagination expands further, reminding us that the stars are not only symbols of our inner worlds, but powerful reminders of our profound interconnectedness within an infinite universe filled with endless possibilities. Tonight, standing beneath these stars, we celebrate astrology and symbolism not as mere superstition, but as rich, poetic traditions that continue to inspire, comfort, and guide humanity in our endless quest for meaning. And we honor modern science's ongoing journey to uncover life's greatest mysteries within the vast cosmic ocean above. As we gaze upwards once more, let the stars remind us that we are forever connected, not only to one another, but to something far greater and more profound. Let them whisper softly to your spirit, reminding you that you belong to the cosmos itself. And now, as we prepare to move toward the final segments of our grand celestial journey, let us gather our thoughts and feelings beneath this beautiful sky. Our next steps will lead us even deeper into our universe, exploring humanity's future dreams of traveling to distant stars, building new civilizations among them, and continuing our eternal adventure of cosmic discovery. As we stand beneath these stars tonight, gazing upward into an infinite sea of possibilities, let's now allow ourselves to dream even further toward humanity's incredible cosmic future. From ancient stargazers to modern scientists, humans have always been explorers at heart, driven by curiosity, wonder, and the desire to reach beyond our own horizon. Imagine yourself now in the not-so-distant future, standing beside fellow dreamers and visionaries. You find yourself beneath skies filled not only with distant stars, but also with bright points of human creation, space stations orbiting gently, spacecraft silently traveling between planets, colonies thriving on the Moon, Mars, and even farther worlds. It's a world where humans have at last taken bold steps toward the stars, transforming dreams of exploration into reality. Let's step aboard a spaceship together, gently leaving Earth's atmosphere behind. Through the window, watch as our blue planet slowly recedes into the distance, a beautiful globe suspended in the darkness, precious and fragile. In this profound moment, we realize just how small and yet profoundly special our home planet is within the cosmic ocean. On our journey outward, we pass the Moon, home to peaceful lunar colonies filled with humans living, working, and dreaming beneath the stars. Imagine children growing up beneath lunar skies, playing in low gravity and gazing back toward Earth, understanding deeply that humanity's destiny now reaches far beyond our home world. Our voyage continues outward, to Mars. Picture vast Martian landscapes slowly transforming beneath human ingenuity. Domed cities filled with lush gardens. Scientists carefully cultivating life on this red planet. Explorers venturing beyond colonies to uncover mysteries hidden beneath the Martian soil. Here, humanity begins not merely to survive, but to thrive. Mars becomes our second home, a living testament to human resilience, creativity, and the endless desire to explore. But humanity's dreams reach even farther. Picture immense spacecraft setting out from Mars or Earth, carrying brave explorers on missions toward distant worlds and star systems. As generations pass aboard these interstellar ships, children are born beneath the glow of distant suns, their whole lives devoted to an incredible voyage, destined to reach planets orbiting distant stars. Imagine the moment when humanity finally arrives at a new Earth-like world, orbiting another star. The sky there is both strange and beautiful, with unfamiliar constellations decorating its night sky. Yet, as you gaze upward from this distant planet, your heart swells with a sense of connection. You recognize that these stars, though unfamiliar in arrangement, are the same fundamental stars humanity has known since the dawn of time. The same brilliant lights that inspired Mesopotamians, Egyptians, Greeks, astronomers, philosophers, poets, and explorers throughout history. On this new planet, humanity builds a fresh civilization, guided by lessons learned from Earth's past. With wisdom and care, new societies flourish beneath alien skies, united by shared purpose and dreams of exploration. They create new myths, new philosophies, and new cultures, all inspired once again by the stars above. Back on Earth, humanity continues to dream as well. Astronomers, artists, scientists, and visionaries keep seeking answers to the universe's deepest mysteries. Powerful telescopes orbit Earth and distant moons, peering ever deeper into the cosmos, capturing astonishing images of galaxies colliding, stars being born, and mysterious phenomena we have yet to fully comprehend. With each new discovery, humanity's cosmic story grows richer, deeper, and more inspiring.
And amidst all this exploration, we continue to ask profound questions. Is there life beyond Earth? Will we someday discover alien civilizations, intelligent beings gazing upward at their own skies, dreaming just like us? Imagine the incredible moment when humanity first encounters life beyond Earth. Whether it's simple microbial life beneath Martian ice or an advanced civilization in another galaxy, such a discovery would transform our entire understanding of existence, forever uniting humanity beneath a shared cosmic heritage. Tonight, as we stand together beneath these familiar stars, dreaming about humanity's incredible future, we're reminded of how beautifully our curiosity and imagination connect us, not just to one another, but to the entire universe. No matter how far humanity travels, no matter how distant the worlds we explore, the stars remain our eternal companions, reminding us of where we began, inspiring us to keep reaching, dreaming, and exploring. Our cosmic adventure never truly ends. Each generation will gaze upward with wonder, continuing the journey we began thousands of years ago beneath ancient skies. Each child, each new explorer, each new dreamer carries forward this eternal quest, making our shared human story ever richer, ever deeper, ever more beautiful. And so, my friend, as our journey approaches its gentle close, I invite you once more to look upward. Let the stars speak softly to your heart, reminding you of humanity's profound connection to the cosmos. Feel how deeply your life, your dreams, and your very being are woven into the universe itself. Together, we have traveled far, through ancient civilizations, philosophical wonders, scientific revolutions, astrological symbolism, and now, into our thrilling future among the stars. Yet our journey is not truly ending. It merely pauses here, inviting you to continue dreaming, exploring, and discovering in your own way, beneath the eternal skies that unite us all. So let's pause here beneath this infinite cosmic tapestry. Take one more deep breath and let your spirit soar upward among the stars. Know that you belong deeply, eternally, beautifully to this incredible universe. In a moment, we'll conclude our grand voyage together, reflecting upon everything we've learned, experienced, and imagined beneath these timeless stars. But for now, let yourself linger, feeling deeply connected and forever inspired.
As our incredible journey beneath the stars slowly draws toward a gentle close, let's take a moment to reflect together upon all we have experienced, imagined, and discovered. Tonight, we've traveled across time and space, weaving together humanity's deepest dreams, greatest achievements, and endless curiosities beneath the timeless tapestry of the cosmos. Think back to where our adventure first began, thousands of years ago, under an ancient sky filled with mystery and wonder. We stood together beside early humans who gazed upward in awe, finding in those shimmering points of light a profound connection to the divine. Those first stargazers inspired stories, myths, rituals, and beliefs, helping to shape human culture and spirituality. Together, we journeyed through the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, marveling at ancient astronomers recording their celestial observations on humble clay tablets. These early scientists and dreamers built the foundations of astronomy, timekeeping, and calendars, connecting everyday human life intimately with the movements of the cosmos. From Mesopotamia, we traveled southward, toward Egypt's majestic Nile, where the stars guided life and illuminated spiritual paths toward eternity. There, beneath celestial skies, Egyptians transformed astronomy into profound spirituality, building magnificent monuments and temples aligned perfectly with cosmic cycles, believing deeply in the eternal journey of the soul through starry heavens. Our voyage then carried us westward, across the Mediterranean, into ancient Greece, a land where myths and philosophies merged gracefully beneath starlit skies. Greek storytellers painted vibrant celestial dramas, bringing constellations vividly to life. Philosophers like Plato and Aristotle turned their gaze upward, seeing the cosmos as a realm of beauty, truth, and eternal wisdom, laying the groundwork for the scientific inquiry we cherish today. Together, we then stepped forward in time, entering an age of profound scientific discovery. Standing alongside great astronomers like Galileo, Kepler, Newton, and Hubble, we witnessed the universe slowly revealing its astonishing secrets. We learned how stars are born, how they burn and shine, how they explode dramatically in brilliant supernovae, scattering elements essential for new life throughout the cosmos. With each discovery, the stars became not less magical but even more incredible. Living cosmic laboratories inviting human curiosity deeper into the mysteries of creation. Our journey continued into the rich symbolism of astrology, reminding us that humanity has always sought deeper meaning beneath celestial skies. Astrology, poetry, and art have provided powerful languages for exploring our inner worlds, connecting human emotions, dreams, and experiences directly to the universe around us. And finally, we dreamed together about humanity's thrilling future among the stars. We imagined lunar and Martian colonies thriving, brave explorers venturing toward distant star systems, and the profound possibility of someday encountering life beyond our planet. Through it all, we felt how deeply humanity's destiny remains intertwined with the endless wonder, beauty, and inspiration of the cosmos. Tonight, as we gaze upward beneath these timeless stars once more, let your heart and mind feel profoundly connected, not only to the past civilizations and future explorers, but also to something greater, deeper, and eternal within the universe itself. Our journey tonight reminds us that the stars belong to everyone, transcending borders, cultures, and generations. They unite humanity beneath one infinite cosmic tapestry, inspiring each of us to ask questions, seek meaning, and reach beyond ourselves. Whether ancient stargazers, philosophical dreamers, pioneering scientists, or future explorers, we all share the same profound desire: to look upward and understand our place within this beautiful universe. Remember always that you, too, are a traveler on this incredible cosmic journey. Each night sky invites you to keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep asking profound questions about existence, life, and meaning. The stars will forever be there to guide you, inspire you, comfort you, and remind you that you are never alone. You belong, deeply and beautifully, to this magnificent universe. As our time together gently comes to a close, let's linger just a bit longer beneath this eternal sky. Feel the soft breeze around you, hear the quiet whispers of nature, and gaze upward once more toward the shimmering stars above. Allow yourself to be filled with gratitude for this shared journey, for the infinite beauty around you, and for the profound connections that unite us all through space and time. And as you continue your own personal journey through life, may you always carry this cosmic wonder within your heart. May you always find inspiration in the stars, courage in your dreams, and meaning in your experiences. Remember always that your life, your story, and your spirit are deeply woven into the fabric of the cosmos itself. Thank you for joining me on this grand journey of the stars, this extraordinary voyage into cosmic wisdom, myth, philosophy, and discovery. I hope that tonight's adventure has filled your heart with wonder, your mind with curiosity, and your soul with a deep, comforting sense of belonging. Keep dreaming, keep exploring, and never stop gazing upward, for the stars will always be waiting, eternally inviting you to continue this beautiful journey through the universe. Good night, dear friend, and may the stars forever guide your path.